What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. Today, Grassroots Greats is on its way out. And let's see if we can pack one before it's over. It's at least a walkout. What do we have? Before we start today's video, what do we have? Who is Italian that is a walkout? Is this a team of the week? It has to be, right? Oh, it is a Grassroots Great. But replacing these Grassroots Greats players today at content is Fantasy FC. It used to be known as Fantasy FUT. Definitely rolled off the tongue better back when it was Fantasy FUT. But we've got a big content release today because not only are we getting this new team, there is so much content coming for this promo. I don't know why EA Sports are going all out for Fantasy FC, but I am here for it. Insane SBCs and insane objective with a player reward that we have not seen from an objective this year. It is insane. So if you're excited for it, drop a like right now on the video and let's hop into it. Do you need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet. Big creators use it. It has the best reviews. And if you use my code NITRO, you're going to get an extra 8% at checkout. You can even get specific players you want to add to your Ultimate Team straight from u7buy. And if it's your first time, you'll get a newcomer's bonus added to what you get. Link down below. We continue to get evolutions that are really dictating the profit that we make on the market right now, because every single time that one of our investments is required in an evolution, we make so many coins. It's all about really just getting lucky with EA Sports' requirements. But over the last couple of days, we got a backline boss evolution, which brought up center backs. Even cards like Van Dijk fit into this evolution. We also got a just like Jamie SBC, not SBC, evolution. That's 75,000 coins to complete, and you can actually fit the Rafael Leao card. I've been saving this Rafael Leao card since we packed him during Team of the Year. I figured let's not throw him in an SBC. We might eventually need him, and I think we might just use him in this, because look at that card that it turns into. 95 pace, 89 shooting. Let's go ahead and start that evolution. I'm not even going to lie to you. We're going to go ahead and spend our coins. 75,000 coins to get Rafael Leao evolved. I think that's going to be worth it. We need, honestly, players that can play on the left wing, the left mid for me right now. And the fact that he can also play striker. I don't know if he's going to be better than Team of the Year Maicon Cantona, who I have right now. But I paused my Oscar Bob evolution, which I do need to progress and get him into A Star Is Born. But we're going to start this one instead, because I think that, I mean, what do I only got to play? 12 matches? That's not bad at all. 12 matches. I can definitely play 12 matches with Leao. It's a little tougher to play 12 matches with Oscar Bob at 72 rated right now. Hopefully we can get him upgraded very, very shortly. But as I mentioned, Grassroots Greats is on the way out. A 1-week promo that honestly lived up to the hype. It was pretty good, but it wasn't the throwback nostalgic promo that we were expecting. Now, we still have Serie A, like the actual Serie A Twitter account, teasing us about Victor Ibarbo, Gervinho, and Doumbia. If you haven't seen that, well, here it is. Let me go ahead and show you. We still might get that nostalgic throwback promo eventually. It might not be called Grassroots Greats. Of course, it's not going to be called Grassroots Greats. But will we get that throwback nostalgic promo at some point this year? I sure hope so, and I sure hope that we don't have to wait until July or August for it. But them tweeting out, if you know, you know, with the controller emoji, it just gets me hopeful that the dream is not dead. But unfortunately, Ibarbo, Gervinho, and Doumbia are not going to be replacing Grassroots Greats. Instead, that's going to be Fantasy FC, and you can see the entire Team 1 here right now. You've got heroes like Matuidi, Hazard, Vialli, Georges, Francescoli, and Cole. You've got players like Son, Marmoush, and Kvaratskhelia. That is good news for anybody who invested in Kavica Kvaratskhelia in the last couple weeks with me, because he's finally going out of packs for his Napoli card. That Napoli card is going to be in packs for about 5 more hours, and then he's going to get pulled. He's obviously going to be in the team as a promo card, and then it'll just be his gold PSG version of this card. And we had to wait a little while because EA Sports took some time to take this card out of packs. I mean, he went from low to high, back down to low, and it's starting to go back up in price. It's just a matter of patience, and really the longer you hold this card from this point on, the better. I mean, this card could go up and up and up and up as he goes out of packs, but really it's just a game of patience with this card. But we are making profit now that he's back over 4,000 coins. So that's good news for anybody who invested in Kvaratskhelia. You've got Chouameni at center back. That's where he's been playing for Madrid most of the time recently. And then you can see all the rest of the players there at the bottom, maybe some names that you're interested in. But with this team, what you have to note is that these are the official stats and the official play styles, and they're pretty good. I mean, these players are going to be very expensive cards. You look at cards like Marmoush, already with 96 pace. Youngmin Son, of course, is going to be millions upon millions of coins. These cards can get upgraded. These are dynamic cards. They are not going to be cheap. And what that says to the market is that, one, these cards are going to be incredible out of packs if they actually end up getting upgrades quickly, not if they get upgrades slowly or no upgrades. But it also says that previous promos are going to be decent for investments, which is why all of those Grassroots Great cards that I showed you earlier today are probably going to go up in price for a few days because these Fantasy FC players are going to be expensive, at least the really good ones, the usable ones, because they're going to be a little bit more inflated than they would be due to the fact that they can get upgraded. Now, last year, the cards got upgraded like this. Attackers and midfielders needed 1 goal or 1 assist to get an upgrade. Defenders and goalkeepers needed a clean sheet in the next 4 games. And then all of them got upgraded based on getting 2 wins in the next 4 games, 3 appearances in the next 4 games, and if the club scores 11 goals in the next 4 games. 11 goals is a lot of goals. That might be the toughest one. As long as they're a starter or a common player. I mean, getting the 3 appearances in 4 league games, as long as they're not hurt, should be okay. What you see sometimes in this promo is a player who is a normal starter or a normal player will get hurt in their first or second game, and then they'll crash in price because they can't get this upgrade anymore. So just know that these cards are going to be very volatile, up and down. 2 wins in the next 4 league games, and then getting a goal or an assist in the next 4 league games. It's not guaranteed. All of these upgrades, I really think are balanced, but is that going to be how they do it again this year? I guess we'll find out here in a few hours, but that's how it was last year for these upgrades. And then for the heroes, they can only go up by 2, which kind of makes sense because they're already juiced, but 2 wins in the next 4 league games to the club that they're attached to. So for Eden Hazard, probably Chelsea, right? And then for, all the other cards they'd choose, probably the club that they played at the most during their tenure as a professional player. And if that club scores 11 goals in the next 4 games, which again is probably the most difficult one to get. I mean, that's averaging 3 goals a game. That is not easy to do. 4 games in a row, getting 3 goals. I mean, you really just need a game where they drop 6 goals. And then stay consistent. Like, you can get 6 goals in a game. You still need 5 over the next 3. It's still not guaranteed. That's a tough ask if they keep it the same this year. But that's going to be team number 1. But it's really not even just the team. We've got so much content beyond the actual promo cards because we're going to have some evolutions coming during this promo. Fantasy FC shooting, Fantasy FC passing, Fantasy FC dribbling, ping pack plus, block plus coming to Fantasy FC. And of course, we're going to have some objectives, cup rewards, Odegaard's Road to the Final. I think it's really cool that they're sprinkling in these Road to the Final cards. These are also dynamic, but it's not based on the same upgrades I just showed you. These are based on how far Arsenal go in their run to the Champions League final. So the farther he goes, the more upgrades that Odegaard is going to get on that card. Doesn't look bad. Long ball plus and pinged pass plus, that's incisive Pass Plus, excuse me. I like Incisive Pass Plus. I do a lot of triangle through balls. I like that play style for midfielders. Then we also have Fantasy FC João Felix coming as an SBC. These are the official stats and play styles that he's going to get. Now, I did just evolve a Portuguese left winger from Milan. I just did Rafael Leao in an evolution, so I'm probably not going to do this SBC. I don't even like the Trickster Plus, so I'm going to avoid this, but with a couple of upgrades, could actually be usable. But before we head into the market, we've got to talk about Maicon coming as a Fantasy FC Cup reward. Fantasy FC Cup is coming as an objective-based game mode. You're going to get rewards for how many wins you get in this game mode. You get 36 entries. I don't know if you only get one game per entry and you need to win 30 out of 36 matches to get this. If so, I'm not getting Maicon, but a lot of people are panic selling right backs because of it. Take a look at this Cafu right here, who is 1.5 million coins right now. Take a look at the absolute roller coaster he's been on. He reached about 1.8 million coins, dropped down to under 1.5, recovered to 1.65, a nice little rebound. He is back down. People are panicking because of this Maicon objective. It really comes down to if there is only one game per entry. Now, if there's 4 games per entry, then getting 30 wins is just a grind, a matter of playing enough games to get there. No matter who you are, you can get there. But if it's only one game per entry, you're only going to see really, really talented players getting 30 wins, and I just don't think that's going to have that much of an impact on this Cafu. So we could see another rebound on this Team of the Year icon if this this objective is really, really tough. But there are other rewards along the way, for a couple of wins, for 10 wins, for 20 wins. You're going to have different rewards in this Fantasy FC Cup. So there's a lot of content coming for this team. But let's go ahead and head on to the market and take a look at some of the cards that we've been picking up, like Rafinha, who is now above 150,000 coins in the mid 150s. Very happy with that. And I'm just going to keep holding on to him, to be honest with you. Xavi Simons, not really moved yet. Maybe pushing 21,000 coins, but not a lot of profit on him yet. Again, I'm just going to hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to Ona Batier. I only have one of her, but we'll hold on to those cards. But Grassroots Greats should be, hopefully, where we make most of our coins over the next few days. Now, of course, anything could happen, but here's why I think these cards are going to go up out of packs. 1, they get good chemistry already. 2 chemistry points out of 3 just for existing. It's very easy to get 3 chemistry points. If you already have an icon in the team, anybody from their league, whatever, they get full chemistry. And so cards like Lynn Williams, who would be tough to link normally, isn't that hard to link, and she has 99 pace, mind you. Then you've got cards like Chawinga, very, very tough to link normally, not too hard to link with Grassroots Greats. So we picked up a couple of Chawingas for 215,000 coins during Rivals Rewards. I still think you're looking at a good price on cards like Lynn Williams, Gross, even Chawinga maybe. And then on these 88 rated cards like Çalhanoğlu and Di Lorenzo, I think they go up in price because they fit into the evolution called Grassroots Growth. And there's not a Team 2. There's no Team 2, which means that this Grassroots Growth evolution can only be used for these 88 rated or 87 rated cards in Team 1. There's only a handful of them. You got Di Lorenzo, Çalhanoğlu, and then these 4 right here, and then Williams right here and Garcia right there. That's it. That's all of them that you can use, and realistically, the best ones to use are Çalhanoğlu and Di Lorenzo, in my opinion. Maybe even Mpanzu actually gets a decent upgrade. Either way, I do expect that these cards go up a little bit because of that evolution, but I really like the metas, and Gross at 73k is still pretty low. These cards get great links. They're at an affordable price, but on top of that, Fantasy FC players are going to be very expensive due to their potential upgrades. So people are going to come back to the previous promos like Grassroots Greats to fill out their team. And I really like these cards' prices right now. So that's why we've invested quite a bit in these cards. I have a lot of coins in these cards on my transfer list right now. If it'll load, we got some Chawingas, some Gross, some Ollie Watkins right there, Williams, Furic, Di Lorenzo, Çalhanoğlu, and that's about it for the Grassroots cards. Oh, I got a couple more right there. But got our transfer list kind of filled up with investments right now. I got to go through and organize that and actually sell some of the investments that have kind of peaked or are getting close to peaking in price. But we'll deal with that later. Nonetheless, I really, really like these Grassroots cards as they go out of packs. And we'll see today and tomorrow and the next day kind of the direction that they are going to go. So good luck to anybody who does have those Grassroots cards in their club. Now, with the 84 rated cards, they spiked up from 1.2K. Let me go ahead and move this over. They spiked from 1.2 thousand coins all the way to about 1.8. And now they are back down in price. And they're probably going to stay here until at least Tuesday because the upgrade SBCs are going away today. Those 84 plus times 20 or 14s, that's what it is. 83 plus times 14s. Those go away in 5 hours. But another thing that goes away in 5 hours, guys, that I must remind you of is the Team of the Year crafting upgrade. If you guys have been doing the Team of the Year crafting upgrade, it actually expires here today in about 5 hours. Now, I can do 20 more of them, and you get a 77 plus times 3. Now, that's not fantastic, don't get me wrong, but if you're close to some of the extra rewards here, where you can actually throw these into the Team of the Year crafting upgrade and get things like the 83 plus times 5 defenders pack, or the 84 plus times 4, and the overall reward, which is an 86 plus times 3. Again, it might not be worth throwing your entire club into this, but if you're close to getting one of those rewards, you can do 2 or 3 of those squads and get that extra reward before it expires. So that's what I would suggest. I could do 15 more and get all those packs. I'll probably end up doing that here in the next couple of hours just so I can get that 86 plus times 3. But if you're close to one of those rewards, it does expire today. So I know that's something a lot of people started and might not have finished. So I wanted to bring that to your guys' attention before it expires. But the other things that are expiring today are those 83 plus times 14 upgrades, the trade-ins. So many different things expire today in 5 hours in terms of upgrade SBCs. So fodder cards are not going to be going up probably until Tuesday when we get more upgrade SBC. So right now, today, we could be looking to buy some of these 84 rated cards for discard price, try to get them for 1,100 or 1,200 coins. Maybe get 85 and 86 rated players as well. And make sure that you sell your Team of the Week cards that you invested in last week, the fodder cards that are 17,000. Try to sell them for maybe 17.5, 18K today because they'll probably go back down to about 15 or 14,000 coins after these upgrade SBCs are gone. So keep that in mind for the next few hours. I think I should hopefully be seeing the other side of this sickness now. I'm feeling a little bit better today. You can probably tell if you're a normal, I should be hopefully seeing the other side of this sickness now. It's been a brutal, brutal week for me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have been really, really struggling both physically with this sickness, but also mentally. I don't know if it's just the weather at this time of year, the lack of sunlight, the lack of being able to go anywhere, stuck in my bed. I don't know what it's been, but it's been really, really tough over the last couple of days. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If any of you guys are kind of in that same boat, seasonal depression, and if you feel the same way at all, just know that a lot of people go through that kind of thing during this time of year, and things will turn up in no time. I'm sure of it. For myself, for you, for everybody, I think the vibes will return. So keep your head up, guys. If you made it to the end of the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.